Hi, my name is Laura Mehl.
And I'm Nadia
And this is To My Younger Artist,
a podcast where we, as performing artists and teachers, talk about what we wish we would have known when we were younger artists.
You can find us on Instagram and YouTube at To My Younger Artist Pod.
And we can't wait to share this with you. Hello, my friends, and welcome back to My Younger Artist. I'm Nadia Rajan.
My name is Laura Renee Mehl, and we're so happy to have you guys back for our 20th episode.
Woo, woo. We need like horns. Dustin, can you add like celebration horns? Dun, 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 dun. This is our 20th episode. Super exciting. It's also our first attempt at like a video element. Mm-hmm. I did tell Dustin that like if it doesn't go well, he's just going to cut this section out and pretend that I never said any of it. So we're very excited. It's very trial and error. So for the next several episodes, our angles may be different. Our backgrounds may be different. Welcome. We're happy to be here.
This is the process. This is the learning.
This is the art. Today, we are going to be asking each other like our burning questions. I feel like it's odd that we've known each other for almost a year. It's almost our meet-iversary.
It's true. December is coming.
December is coming. And we're going to ask each other like our burning questions about like our careers and our experiences and life in general. Because I just thought that it would be a fun thing to do. So,
because why not?
Yeah. Because why not? Before we get started though, Laura, how you been?
You know, I've been okay. You know how when you haven't been on a project for a little while, so you start to like do other things?
Yeah.
Well, I started a home project. Actually, I started and finished a home project because, of course, that's what I did, which involved decorating my ceiling.
Which ceiling?
The one right up there.
In your office?
Yeah.
We will need to insert a photo.
It's pretty perfect. I basically like took white lattice and like, well, Jonathan put the white lattice on the ceiling. And then I went in with a bunch of like leaves and greenery and like eucalyptus and like flowers and stuff. And of course, fairy lights because fairy lights. And now it decorates my ceiling and it makes me really happy.
I love that. I love it.
Hee hee. What about you?
I've also like been doing other things since I've not been on a contract since we met. I've been doing a lot of teaching. So like the last 2 days specifically have been nuts because I work for a children's theater. And we go into schools, and we were at an elementary school the last 2 days.
Yes. Like
from the beginning of the day to the end of the day to dismissal.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Not tiring at all.
I'm not tired. I'm not in pain. My back doesn't hurt. I'm not sore. No. Also, kindergartners are hilarious.
Yes. Tell them the story.
Oh my gosh. Okay. So, sorry. Do the roar. So we had a kindergarten class. It was one of our second to last class of the day yesterday. And kindergartners are just so cute. Like they're very literal. Like they're 5 years old and they're very literal. And so we start our class by like saying like, do you guys know where we're from? Because usually their like full-time classroom teacher will say, you guys are going to have a class with people from this place. And so we were like, do you guys know where we're from? And this little sweet baby boy raises his hand. And we pick him, and he goes, America? Yes. Oh. Yes, baby. We are from America. However, it's not the right answer.
Not the answer you're looking for.
That's not the answer we're looking for. It is correct. And then in the same class, one of my co-teachers, we were getting ready to do Across the Floors. And one of my co-teachers was like, have any of you ever heard the word Batma? Have you heard of a Batma? And a little baby goes, 2011. The baby thought we said Obama. He thought we said Obama.
He knew though. He knew 2011.
He knew. We were like, all of us. Like there's 4, I have 3 other co-teachers. So there's 4 of us and then their full-time gym teacher. We were all like on the floor.
Did you like how fast did you get that?
I got it pretty quickly. But like I turned to everyone and said, Obama. And everyone was like, oh. No.
Like, buddy, were you even alive then?
No. He wasn't. He was not alive.
Yeah.
And oh my God, it was precious. So my last couple of days have been awesome. But I have been feeling like I was kind of like spiraling yesterday specifically because I was watching a production. For anyone who doesn't know, I'm in college right now. Whoop. And I'm taking a theater history class. And we were watching a production of Julius Caesar. Now, I love Shakespeare. I love Shakespeare down. And that's like every time I watch a production, specifically from the National Theatre in the UK, I am like, this is what I need to be doing. Like, this is the work that I need to be doing. Like, I was born for this. My soul's connected to it. Like, I need to do this.
Right.
Get me on that stage. I had a moment of like, I've done a production of Julius Caesar and I played Casca and I was watching the production and the actress who played Casca is an actress that I really look up to. If you've seen Bridgerton, she plays Lady Danbury.
Yes, I love her so much.
Obsessed. And I had a moment of like feeling so just like full of joy, but also as an actor who's like super into like breaking down characters and looking at how people like make their character choices, I had a moment of like, dude, we made similar choices. We made very similar choices. And I was like, I want to be just like her. Yeah. So then I spiraled. I was like, what am I doing with my life? The Broadway climate's dying and everything's changing and I just want to do a show and I want to be in a play, but plays aren't produced as much because they take a lot of money and they also take a lot of big names and I'm not a big name yet, but how do I become a big name without being a big name, you know?
Yes.
Yeah. All right. Should we get into the episode?
Well, I did want to say, I did want to look up her name. So it's Adjoa Endo. And I looked up how to pronounce it because I didn't want to screw that up because she's an icon. Anyway, that's all.
She's an icon. She's a legend.
We love her.
Thank you. Mm-hmm. We love her. I love Shakespeare. Okay. So shall we get into it?
Yeah.
Laura, my first burning question for you is when did you start singing? Like, what got you into singing?
Oh, well, okay. So my dad is a really big influence in my life musically, and he has perfect pitch and plays piano and sings so well. And he played and sang in church whenever I was little. And he basically I started learning piano when I was 8. I think 6, 8, somewhere in there. I started poking it when I was 4. Like, to be fair, I would just I couldn't reach anything, but I could reach the keys if I just came up and put my hands on them. And so every time my dad was playing, I'd just walk over and be like right on the piano. But so I started singing when I was little and then started singing in church when I was little. And then I was in choir and stuff, but I didn't really take lessons until I was probably 17. Because that's when I was like, oh, I actually really want to do this. So I should learn more about it. I was a late comer to singing in general. So yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
Nadia.
Huh?
What's one thing you wish you had known about the industry before working professionally?
Oh.
You said burning.
It is, and it burns. I really wish I knew that it's normal to work inconsistently.
Oh yeah.
I feel I mean, obviously I know it now and I've made peace with that, but the audition grind is you feel like you're working so hard, and a lot of times it feels like you're working so hard for nothing. But knowing that it's super normal to go an extended period of time without being on a contract, and that doesn't take away from your artistry.
Yeah.
Or your identity as an artist.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
And it also, like, adding on to that, it's not unusual to go like years without a contract.
Yeah.
When you get further in the game and you become equity and everything like that, like one of my friends, she literally said, like, Stephanie Bacchus, I love you. If you know you're ready to join equity, if you're okay with getting less contracts.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, oh, but it's true because you're treated better and you have more like boundaries.
Mm-hmm. And it's like the allowance of those boundaries. Like, obviously, if you're non-union, you can set those boundaries.
Correct.
But it's having the hard line,
right?
Of like, you legally cannot do this to me.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I guess like a follow up to that would be, how did you know that you were ready to join the union?
So basically when we moved to Jersey, so for everyone, I live in Jersey and I commute into the city, and it's like an hour at least to get in. And that's if I just straight up drive and there's no traffic. So if I do like the train, it's like an hour 30, including like the drive to the train, then riding the train for an hour 10, and then you're there, assuming there's no delays. Haha.
LOL.
Yeah. And so like financially, I was really proud of that decision because we actually get to own our home and we're like building equity in that. And that was something really important to me because I realized after like we had been in New York for 3 years, I think. And I realized that we had spent almost $100,000 on rent.
Jeez.
Yeah, no, it was higher than 3 years. What, 4 years? 4 or 5 years. Anyway, however long it was, it didn't matter to me because in my brain I was like, I spent $100,000 just so I could live somewhere. And I could have put that on a house where I could potentially get some of it back. Like, you're not going to get the same amount back because you're obviously like also paying off a loan. But like, just that was too much for my sweet little brain to handle. So whenever we moved over here, I was like, I cannot get on a train at 4 a.m. to get to the city by 5 to get my name on a list pretty far down at that point, honestly, probably, because people were showing up at like 2 a.m. and crazy stuff. And I was like, I can't do that. And then find somewhere to go. Like, nothing is open at 5 a.m. So it's not even like I could go sit in a coffee shop. And like, I didn't have everybody that I knew lived like way uptown, and I wasn't just going to like bust up in somebody's house. Like, that seemed extra. And so that's when I realized that I just couldn't be non-union anymore and still get seen. So that's when I decided to go union, because I was like, I'd rather have an audition slot and be able to go in and like be there purposefully and take care of my time and my emotional and mental state than do that.
Yeah.
Yeah. And now I will say, like, it's harder because I feel like there are actually way more non-union gigs than before. And I know that that's because like finances have been cut, because grants have been cut, but also like that is hard to have made that decision, I think, for yourself to like take care of your sanity.
Totally.
And then like it's kind of backfired, like, which makes me really sad for our union, and then also for like my own decisions. Like, in that, I definitely think it was the right decision then, and I don't think I would have changed it. But sometimes I think about it and I just get a little like, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I get it.
Yeah. What about you?
So I think I've talked about this a tiny bit in past episodes, but by the time that I took my card, I had done 2 non-union tours. And Hairspray, I had a great time on Hairspray. I did not have a great time on the Book of Mormon, like physically, mentally, or emotionally. Mm-hmm. But I also feel like I knew I was ready because based on the condition, well, a couple things. Number one, based on the conditions of the tour, I was like, I can't do that. Mm-hmm. Number two, my agents were like, girl, it's time. Mm-hmm. it's time. And so we had made the decision that like, if I were offered an equity contract, I would take it. But at the same time, I was only auditioning for equity productions.
Right.
I wasn't being seen for any non-union roles. And that was like a hard line that my agents drew. They were like, it's time for you to like move up. And I was like, yeah, you're right. But the number 3 is I was on the Book of Mormon. This was the 3rd national tour, and it's the exact same script, exact same choreography. Well, not exact same. There's like very tiny changes in the choreo, and that's in like the angle that we're facing, right? And we were being paid like a third of what the Broadway company was making.
Right.
And that's not including, like, we are also like working more. Like we're all doing 8 shows a week, but then you have our travel days that are not technically days off. We are on the road, sometimes several hours a day. We were doing split weeks, so we could do like 2 or 3 cities a week. And that's on the bus for 8 hours, driving straight to the venue.
Right.
We're loading into the theater. Like, we aren't going straight to the hotel. We're going straight to the venue, getting there, doing company meeting, doing mic check, getting into hair and makeup, getting into costumes, doing a show. And
it's
it's like
hard on your body.
It's so hard on your body, but it's also so hard on your mind.
Yeah.
And I was like, I just could not justify, like, we are doing this show, doing the exact same thing that they're doing on Broadway and being paid so much less. And it just felt so unfair. And we're also working so freaking hard. And so many of us were like, we're young. Like, some of us were right out of college. Some of us were like 20, 22, 23. Like, yeah, we were wearing ourselves out. And I was like, I can't do that again.
Yeah.
Yeah. So mainly just, like Laura said, boundaries. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Laura, will you share with us your silliest on-stage mishap?
Oh, I have like a list.
I have one in my mind.
Are you, of mine?
Yeah.
Spider-Man? So, oh, okay. So I have like, I am a person that when I fall on stage, I try so hard to pretend like it doesn't happen. Like, I try so hard to save it. And we were doing the Act 1 finale for Footloose. And it was a whole moment where we were like trying to come out. It was right after a really fast quick change that I had missed because it was so fast and there were so many things changing. Like, pants, shirt, shoes, go. Like, all of it, which was just bananas. And because my shoes were boots, so I had to get them off and then back on.
And they were heels.
Like, they were heels.
Full heels.
They were heels. And so I had sprained my ankle earlier in the run. This is important to know. Because I had fallen and then I almost missed my entrance, but instead I limped past the orchestra and scared the crap out of everyone and came on stage limping, holding Nadia, who's supposed to be limping. It was so bad.
We were like holding each other up.
Yep. Anyway, so in that same run, I felt my ankle try and go in the Act 1 finale, and it's like this whole dramatic moment, and I was like, I can't try and just stop this, because if I stop this, I'm gonna hurt myself. Like, I felt it in the moment that if I tried to stop the fall, it was just gonna make my ankle worse. So instead, I fell, which meant I dove into this like side roll thing and like launched myself back onto my feet like nothing had happened and just kept going. Yes. And so then afterward, a lot of people didn't even see it happen because it was so freaking fast, but you saw it happen. And then like Alex has taken to watching, our MD had taken to watching different people on the cam, like just for fun, because at that point he knew the show so well. And that time he was watching me. And and he literally texted me and Nadia a Spider-Man meme.
I also saw it from the cam because I was quick changing too. But it's like, it happened so fast that I was like, you disappeared. And I was like, where'd she go? Oh, there she, what? He like disappeared and then I reappeared like 5 feet away.
Yeah. This is the same show, like not the same show that day, but like also in Footloose opening night where I was talking with my hands and my hand got caught on my sweater and it fully pulled up my sweater and I flashed like the whole audience for like 2 seconds. Like I had a bra on and I was like covered, but fully Tyra came up to me after, our director, and he was like, you better watch those hands. Because it was this little baby crop sweater and it was so flouncy and I just went boop and it went boop and I was like, oh no.
Dude, it's like,
that was it.
I feel like Footloose, there was so much room for like personal error, like physical error. Like, and that's not because of the design of the show or anything. No. It's just because of the people in the show. We were just like, during closing, we were doing Let's Hear It for the Boy. Laura's singing her heart out and we're all dancing our heart out. So we start like the dance break and the music's like do 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 do. And my hair, my wig got stuck on my mic.
Yep. Yes,
and I thought that I could like, it like wrapped around my mic and I thought that I could like move it and I ripped my mic off my face and I stumbled over and I completely just like couldn't. It was a part of the choreography that like if you get lost, you're just like out for like.
Wait, is this the one that the video is of?
Wait, I'm posting that. I am posting this.
You tried so hard to save it.
I tried so hard to save it, and so I just started twerking. I was just like, well, Ariel would just shake her butt in the situation, so that's what we're going to do.
It's true. It's true. I'm dead. Question for you.
Okay.
What is something that you would change about the industry if you could?
I'd make it kinder.
Mm.
There is so much negativity, and there's just like, there really just should not be room for it.
Yeah.
Like our entire job is to be vulnerable and let people in. And when you are so open, you can go either two ways. It's like you get too used to being open and then you build up these like super heavy walls, or you don't have any walls at all. And you're just like a bat. What is it called? Like a batting? What's it called? Oh, that would have been a beautiful analogy.
In a batting cage?
Yeah, but you're just like a target. You're like practice, target practice. You're target practice.
Yeah, that's fair.
For like, we got there.
You got there.
Target practice for anyone who's got negativity that they want to send someone's way.
Yeah.
And it's just like really tough. Even like in holding rooms, like you go to an audition and you can feel like
the energy is just
tell
gross.
if someone's, and you can tell if someone has ill intentions, like if they're being genuine or not. Like, it's rough.
100%.
Yeah. There's Torin. We love you, Torin. Torin's our friend. She did Footloose with us. I should probably say that. Torin makes these super cool TikToks just like talking about her experience in the industry over the last like 20, 30 years. And she talks about how like a lot of times theaters will be like, we're a family. And it's like, we don't have to be. We do not have to be a family, but we do need to maintain healthy relationships. And we just aren't great at doing that as a whole. Yeah.
I would completely agree with that.
Yeah. So let's lighten it up a little bit. If you could play, and it'd be like heavy hitting questions. If someone were to say, Laura, we can produce any show you want right now, but we need to put it up next week, what role can you pull out of your back pocket and say, let's do it?
Oh, Eliza Doolittle.
You're so perfect. I love it.
So this is like, I was not going to say her. And then I was like, I just love her. I love her so much on so many different levels. She was my master's recital, like show that I picked and character that I picked to do to like a study of. We did character studies for the second half of our master's recitals. And I know since you said a week, I was like, I know all of her material. I could literally, honestly, just walk into it 2 days from now and like brush up on lines and be done. Because I just love how iconic she is. And I love that she doesn't end up with a man at the end. It's not written that way. She like gets to make her own decision and has love interests and ends up choosing herself. And I love that she's a little gremlin, but also can be pretty because I relate to that.
Yeah.
What about you?
Oh,
because this was also on my list.
I think there's so many. For a play, I would say like either Ophelia in Hamlet or Portia in Julius Caesar.
Oh, I want to play Portia so bad.
Like, canst thou bear these scars and not my husband's? Like, what do you? Oh, she's like heartbreaking. I love
she's
her.
Amazing.
Or for a musical, I think maybe Peggy, Mariah, and Hamilton. Yeah. I feel like they're like two opposite sides of the coin.
Yeah, which is so fun that he double cast it like that. Like, that she gets to do both.
It gives the actors so much to play with, but also like, I feel like range wise for me, a lot of times I'm cast as a Peggy when I want to be a Mariah.
Yep, that's real.
Yeah. So I get to do both? Sweet.
Yeah, T.
Yeah. Oh, you asked that question.
Yeah, but I basically stole yours back.
Okay.
Here you go. What composer would you love to work with in a new show? If you were like creating a character with a composer at the same time, who would you pick?
Dead or alive?
Both. You can pick two.
Okay. Sondheim.
I knew you were going to say that. I was like, watch us have the same answers.
Because this summer I realized that I have free will and can sing Being Alive if I want to. And so I would have loved to have worked with Sondheim on something. And then I'm going to say, I don't know. I'm going to say, I don't know. Who's alive? Who's alive? I'm like looking at Spotify like.
It's a hard question.
It's a really hard question. And I also feel like I should probably start paying more attention to composers.
I mean, it's good. They make the things.
Yeah. Hold on. I got to Google this real quick. I know my answer. I know my answer.
Yeah, let's find out if we have the same alive person. Because we have the same dead person, for the record. We love you, Steven.
They probably Dave Malloy.
I like that answer.
Yeah, his Great Comet is unreal. And I would love to play like a role like Natasha.
We need to do a production where you're Natasha and I get to play the princess.
Oh,
Universe,
make it happen, Tyrick.
Tyrick,
dear Tyrick,
Bob Klein. Love them both. Dead. My alive. I have two alives because I have that person. Because one is obvious. I would love to work with Lin-Manuel Miranda, but that's because I just think he's so cool.
I was going to say Lin-Manuel Miranda, but then I was like,
yeah, that's why I said two, because I got to challenge myself. Like, that's the one that's like, duh. So then the other answer is Adam Gettle, who, for people who don't know, did Light in the Piazza. And I love how complicated and intricate and his stuff is. It's just, it's so good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also Floyd Collins, so that's
Yes.
great.
Okay. Okay. If you were to choose the right off the noggin, what is the best Broadway opening number?
Oh, I mean, okay. I'm going to be, so the first thing that came into my head was Opening Up, but then I don't agree with that because that's just the first opening number that came into my head. And then I was like, Hamilton. And then I was like, I do think that's true. It is kind of ridiculous. Like, ridiculous.
I get it.
Mm-hmm. You, off the top of your head, go.
Off the top of my head, it's gotta be, I hope I get it from a chorus line.
Nice. Yeah.
Or
Into the Woods.
Oh, yes, for sure.
Yeah.
I also think that Good Morning Baltimore is just like, it's awesome. And then my last one will be, it was just in my head, 9 to 5. From 9 to 5. Because it's perfect.
Yes.
Yeah.
Iconic bop.
Totes.
We love. Who is someone you look up to in the industry and why? It can be TV, film. It can be theater because we do both. So, or you can say both also.
Okay, I'll do both. So in theater, I will say, I in general, I look up to a lot of people for a lot of different reasons. But in theater, I'm going to say Q Smith.
Aww.
So Q has done so many shows. She's in Mary Poppins. She's done so much. And most recently, she was in Hills of California on Broadway. And right before that, her last show was Come From Away. She's the original Broadway Hannah. But Q's also from Omaha. And when I moved to New York, my mom and Q's older brother were childhood friends. And so when I moved to New York, my mom called Q and was like, I'm moving my baby out here. I need you guys to take care of her. And Q and her husband, Lawrence, were like, we've got her. So they became my aunt and my uncle, basically adopted me. But they showed me what community means within the theater world. And so like, obviously her career trajectory has been incredible, but just like the kind of person that she is outside of work is something to like aspire to. And then on screen, literally any leading lady in a Shonda Rhimes television show, because Shonda knows how to pick them, like give a compelling performance. Ellen Pompeo, Viola Davis, Carrie, I almost said Carrie Hilson, Kerry Washington, like master classes. Master classes.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Sarah Drew. If you've never seen Grey's Anatomy, I'm looking directly at the camera. If you've never seen Grey's Anatomy, you need to go watch Sarah Drew's performance as April Kepner during her crisis of faith in the later seasons. But during the hospital pew pew episode, the Gary Clark episodes, she should have won an Emmy. She should have won all the awards. Give her a Tony and a Grammy. I don't care.
All of it.
All of it. Give it to her. Okay.
It's my turn. I want to answer that too.
You can answer. I
love how I asked you questions that I also want to answer.
You can answer.
Okay. I think theater is like twofold because one, Andre DeShields. And this is specifically because he is always himself. Like it's like within the character, like the character is always different, but there's something so specific about it. You know what I mean? Like where
I do.
It's just so there and interesting and not like, it's not like, hey, look at me, I'm interesting. It's like, no, I just am. And that's how I feel about that. It's so good. It's so good. So I think definitely him. And then also, wait, I had it. Oh no, come back to me. I can see your face. Oh my God, Jinkalella. That's who I was looking for. I was looking for
also
it.
Come From Away. Come From Away.
She's just such a good person. She's taught some master classes with Broadway Artists Alliance, and that's where I work. And the kindness and the general energy that she uses as she moves through life is one of the most beautiful things I've ever seen in my entire life. Also, she can sing.
She can sing.
She can sing and act her face off, but also she can sing. And then I think I'm never going to stop loving Anne Hathaway. I
love Anne Hathaway.
I love her so much in so many different ways. Like, because like, she's just, that sounded weird, but she like if you go on her Instagram, she posts things that literally look like they should be from a fan account or like a joke. And it's literally her just being like, I fell down the stairs. Look, it's like Princess Diaries all over again. Because for people who don't know, she in the bleacher scene actually fell. That was not blocked, like while they were filming, and they just kept going because it was hysterical. And they were filming Devil Wears Prada 2 in the city, and she fell down the stairs again.
I saw that post the other day.
And so like that, and like the way she carries herself, and also I want to know her skincare routine.
She is ageless.
Yeah, and it seems, as far as I know, she doesn't do anything. Like she does like natural stuff, but it seems like she's like aging as herself, which I think is really beautiful. And even in that, it's not aging, not really.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, your turn. Ask a question if you want.
Oh wait, I was gonna say Anne Hathaway. Yeah. In terms of her like versatility.
Oh my God,
she has so much range.
So much.
Insane. Okay. Oh, I had a question in my head and now it's gone. What happens if I just stare at you and see if it comes back?
I'll just say another one of you. What's something that inspires you about the industry?
Oh. That's a hard one.
Yeah.
I think the power the industry holds in terms of like you, and I guess just like not specifically like the industry, but like just like theater and art is like you have the potential to change someone's life with a song or an orchestration or the way that the actor delivers a line or the way that a line is written, which is different. Like the playwright's intentions behind the words versus how the actor portrays those words. Like there's so much space moving in between all of that. But then like we all watch the exact same performance. If we all go sit in the theater at the same time, you know, we all go to a 7:30 showing of a production of Hamlet, we're all going to leave with something different. Yeah.
Because you all have like different history that you're bringing into it.
Exactly. And it's nuts. It's really cool. What's a goal that you've set for yourself as an artist?
I'm so scared. Okay. A goal that I have for myself as an artist is to have Moonshine run off Broadway or on Broadway with me as Tressie. And I used to like not step up and say that because like that seems like, oh, we're going to get emotional.
Good.
It seems like asking for too much. I know, exactly. So for people not watching the video, Nadia just did a with her head. That is just so accurate and applicable to like the way that I was kind of brought up. Like okay, this is the thing. Everyone has some sort of trauma. It's just true, right? Like no matter how wonderful your parents are, no matter how great your upbringing was, which I was very spoiled. I had a really wonderful childhood. But I also was taught that asking for things that you wanted, but not needed, was selfish. And I don't know that my parents necessarily taught that. That was more of something that came from honestly, the church we attended. Like, that is just kind of something that is either subliminally or straight up said to women in the South in church. And not in every church. It's just what was my experience, to be clear. And so I am slowly undoing the thought that wanting success or wanting something good for myself is unhealthy, because it's actually very healthy. And if I don't want it for myself, like, just because other people like want it for me because they like care about me, they're not going to be able to make it happen. That's my job. I'm over here like just like not crying, even though I'm like, I could cry right now. Because like that's something that's really near and dear to my heart, and like I'm getting better about saying I want those things and like putting that out there in the universe. But it also is like pulling teeth. Like it is like absolutely forcing myself to get up and like look at myself and be like, you want this? You're allowed to want this. And it's not selfish. And it's not a bad thing to make something and be proud of it and want other people to see it. Okay, there you go. I answered it. What about you?
What?
What about you?
Oh.
I'm covering my face because I'm trying to recover from the fact that my face is a little red too. My cheeks are like trying to turn red. Sorry, but I want to hear your answer too.
I don't know. I think my goals have been shifting recently, and that, which is like very, very scary.
That's real.
Because in making space for new goals, it kind of feels like you're giving up on your original goals. And that's definitely not what I'm wanting to do. But I think that over the last several months, especially being back here in Omaha, like I have not been focusing on performing. Like I've realized like I'm not getting as many self-tapes right now, and I'm completely okay with that. And it doesn't mean that I don't want to still book a show or be on Broadway, because I very much want to do those things, but it's accepting that like the industry is shifting. The kinds of work that I want to do isn't necessarily being produced, and I'm okay with that.
Wait. Are you okay with people not producing the kind of work that you want to be a part of? Or are you okay with not being a part of the things that aren't the things that you want to be a part of?
I'm okay with not being a part of the things that both, actually. I'm going to say both, because number one, I can't control what's being produced on Broadway. I'm not a producer.
Yep.
I don't have any interest in being a producer, but I am able to acknowledge the fact that like, I would love to do a super experimental production of like The Crucible or an all black cast of Little Women. I'm okay that it's not happening at this exact moment. Right. But I also have the lack of that, all of that happening, like the lack of all that happening has created so much space for me to like re-explore what else I want to do. I'm not going to be on stage forever. I know that. I have other goals in terms of like, I want to be an educator. I love teaching. I want to go to grad school for acting, but then I'm also like, well, I love theater. I love arts admin. I would love to be someone who's in charge of an education program at a theater.
Yeah.
I would love to teach collegiately because I know that we all leave college, like theater programs. We all leave our college theater programs with a bit of trauma.
Yeah.
Because those classrooms aren't necessarily safe spaces for everyone.
Yeah.
And so I would love to create those safe spaces while also empowering my students to be the best performers that they can be.
100%.
On stage and off. Right. And so I've had so much time over the last several months to think about that as I've been here. And I'm so chill with it. Like, yeah, Broadway will come if it's meant to be. But then I'm saying all this and I'll probably be crying in like 2 weeks. Like, why can't I get a call back for Dreamgirls? Oh, they don't want me to play Laurel. Like, it's okay, girl. It's okay.
You'll cry about it and then move on.
Yes. And sometimes moving on takes a while. Like, it took me a while to move on from Cursed Child. And now I'm so happy for the people who are in the show. It just wasn't meant for me in that moment. And if it is meant for me, it'll come back around.
Yep. 100%.
Yeah. Okay. Whoa, this is a long episode.
It's long. I was going to say, I think we got to cap it.
Yeah, Dustin's gonna be like, number one, you guys got this to me late. We set a deadline and you did not meet it. And number two, this is the longest episode you've ever recorded. He doesn't sound like that, I promise. He's very gentle.
He also doesn't really nag us, to be honest. He doesn't nag me. I think he probably nags Nadia because they're, dating.
It's less of a nag and more of a
we love you, Dustin.
We love you so much. Oh, and Laura.
Yes.
The day that this episode comes out, I'm flying to New Jersey, which means we're going to be reunited.
And it feels so good.
What a good song. And yeah, cool. Thanks for listening.
Yeah, we love you guys.
Yeah, I like doing this episode. We should do more like this.
Yeah, I think so too. This is kind of fun.
Okay. Yeah. Follow us on Instagram at TMYA And thanks for being part of the Young Artists Club. Peace out.
Love you. Bye.
This episode of the To My Younger Artist podcast was co-hosted by Nadia Rashawn and Laura Renee Mehl, with music by Laura Renee Mehl and all edits done by Dustin Ciano. Thanks for listening.